If I made a list of all the things I keep forgetting, the list would be long enough to circle the globe. Yeah, that's an exaggeration, but you get my point. I would make a list of all the things I've forgotten lately, but then I've forgotten most of them, so I can't make a list. I know this about myself, especially as I get older. Therefore, I've taken some steps to help me not forget things that are important. For example, I live with a smartphone and a computer that are synced. Every meeting I have, every appointment I have, even all my to-dos are listed in my phone. My administrative assistant can sit at her desk and put in meetings in her computer that'll sync with my desk computer, my iPad, and my iPhone. Everywhere I go, my phone goes with me, and it'll even send me reminders. As a result of discipline and technology, I very seldom forget to do the things I need to do. I mention all of this because one of the reasons many of us get stressed out and spend so much time in worry and panic mode is we tend to forget a lot. Specifically, we forget what we know about God. And when we forget that we're not in this alone. We forget things like this. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord will personally go ahead of you. He will be with you. He will never fail you or abandon you. Deuteronomy 31:8. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you or forsake you. Deuteronomy 31:6. When you pass through the waters, I'll be with you, and when you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. That's Isaiah 43:2. For you are great and do marvelous deeds. You alone are God. That's Psalm 86:10. Trust in the Lord always, for the Lord God is the eternal rock. That's Isaiah 26:4. Surely God is my salvation. I will trust and not be afraid. The Lord. The Lord is my strength and my song. He has become my salvation. That's Isaiah 17:10. If God is for us, who can ever be against us? That's Romans 8:31. These are just a few things we need to remember today. One way to remember is to memorize verses like these so that in moments of stress we can be reminded of God's promise and presence. When we forget these truths, we float isolated through turbulent waters, and we become afraid of the sounds crashing against us. When we remember these truths and who we belong to, we know we're safe in the midst of the storm. Here's your thought for today. Don't forget to remember God. Here's our prayer to finish today. With all that swirls around me every day, help me, Father, not to forget that you have me in the hollow of your hand. God bless you. And don't forget,